Hi guys and gals and kittens, and welcome to the AINIRO Magic Show. In this video I'm going to show you something I spent a couple of hours on yesterday, and you can actually try this out today. You can go to your Cloudlet and reproduce what I'm doing. You see, it occurred to me, if we go into Create, we go into SQL Studio, and I choose a table here. And I'm just going to choose the Chinook guy, which I've been using in my previous videos. Then it occurred to me that we have the schema for the database here, implying if I click SQL view, and I write something into this prompt here, which is an AI prompt. It's kind of like Microsoft Copilot, except it's AINIRO Copilot, I guess. Then I can use natural language to phrase my intentions, right? And if I can somehow associate the schema with this particular currently selected database as I am stating my intentions to the LLM, then OpenAI is actually going to be perfectly capable of transpiling that into perfectly valid SQL. So now let's write, I want to know the top 5 best customers from USA. Now what the LLM is actually doing, it's producing SQL for me, which once it is done, I can just execute. And I now have the best paying customers from USA. Now I can save this guy, right? Save it as best paying customers. And this saves the snippet in the file system for me, such that I can reload it later. Now I can go back to Create, I can go to Endpoint Generator, I can choose SQL Endpoint Generator, I can choose my Chinook database, I can click the snippets button here, and I can filter for best paying customers. Now if I exchange this USA guy here at line 20 with @country, and I copy country and add it as an argument like this, and I click generate endpoint, but I'm going to give it a better name, best paying customer, and I click generate endpoint. What's happening now is that the LLM is actually inspecting my SQL and dynamically injecting a comment while creating an HTTP web API get endpoint for me with admin and root roles. I need to turn it into guest, sorry about that, and I need to overwrite it and generate it again, which I now can then execute as if it was a normal endpoint. If I now go to HyperID and I search for best paying customer, I will find this guy and I can immediately invoke it now. If I pass in USA, it's going to give me the 5 best paying customers from USA. If I pass in Argentina, it's going to return the best paying customers from Argentina, etc. And as you can see here now, the comment is kind of like a big deal here now, because the comment is automatically generated by OpenAI by inspecting the actual SQL used to generate this API endpoint. So I'm basically asking OpenAI to generate a file level comment for me, and as you can see here, the SQL retrieves the top 5 customers by total spending from a specific country, period. Right. So now, if I just click on this flash icon, I choose my type here, being Chinook. Now this is the continuation part of my previous video. Choose this Chinook guy, click generate, go back to machine learning, click training data, filter on Chinook here, you will see I now have an AI function. Now I can go back to types here, I can click vectorize, which creates embeddings for the guy. Then when that process is done, I can open app.ainiro.io, which is the AI expert system for this particular cloudlet. And I can ask it, who are our 5 best paying customers from Canada? And ta-da. 4 minutes and 26 seconds, and I transpiled my intentions using natural language from my intentions being to implement an AI agent, AI function that retrieves best paying customers according to a specified country. And I turned it from natural language into SQL, into an HTTP web API endpoint, for them to wrapping that API endpoint inside of the LLM as an AI agent function invocation. And that's pretty fucking kick-ass if you ask me.